Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Banner Saga. Dos, here on Video Games Ho. Dos means two in Spanish. I'm Hades Manticore. We're gonna talk to Ludin, because he has a mustache now. The prince is acting even more standoffish than usual. You and Ivor have caught him staring ahead and twisting the ring out of his finger over and over again. Yrsa quietly stands nearby. Glad to be heading home? Ludin turns to the two of you and offers a polite smile. Even after that chasm, would it surprise you if I said no? Thought you hated being from Arborings, or anything you actually like, doesn't matter where we're going. No, you hated being so far from Arboring. Life on the trail hasn't won me over, but it's not all bad. It's even possible that I've learned a few things about leading people while out here. You, Ivor, and Yrsa are stunned to hear the prince talk this way. She looks really stunned. I've grown up and covered and trained with scholars and fighters. I've never known anything else. Saying stuff like that won't make you any friends in this caravan. That's just it. Among these clansmen, I've seen the differences. I think I understand them a bit more. That's great. Oh yeah, what do you exactly understand? What do you plan to do with this understanding? What exactly do you understand, Mr. Lin? Seem to know just as little about the things I know as I do about the things they know. For instance, they know almost nothing about the kingdom's economy, and I know very little about making things they sell. I know the trade routes, but they know the trade. You ever seen the prince this anime, but then his face falls. I just don't think the king will appreciate my knowledge. Yrsa will agree my father's not what you call open-minded. The king's a hard man, has to be, but his son is his weakness. Can you tell me about King Mynolf? Not much to him. He's king, he draws a hard line on nearly every topic. Talking to him is much like being told what to do. In fact, it's exactly that. I used to think the same thing about my father, sometimes. Now he's dead. This isn't about being his son, you'll see. Kings usually have to make tough decisions and stick with them. Maybe someday you'll see why. I know, I just don't think he'll care for my ideas on treating with Pez and commoners. What would you like to be called? We're all people, Prince, even you. You have a charming way of humbling me. Yrsa rolls her eyes. Just keep in mind about your father, the way you'd like him to have towards your ideas. I can't English good. That's something I've never considered before. I'll think on it. As Prince Ludin and Yrsa walk away, you feel Ivor watching you. What? When did you become so full of sage advice? Since I started listening to you? God, don't start making that mistake. Two of you share a smile before moving on. I like that I've become his friend now after Rook has passed. That's good. We have good morale, too. Let me check my heroes real quick, see if there's any leveling that needs to be done before we set off on the old dusty trail. Everything looks good. Why are these the only three? Gunhuff can be promoted, a Con can be promoted, a Lat can, Oddleaf can. I think I just hit Oddleaf up so she could be a little bit stronger. Break, strength. Why does she have 4 points? What the hell? There we go. Easy. Can I promote my boy Gunhuff? Hell yeah, I can. It's really weird that he's been given willpower, but, like, no exertion stat to use it with. Oh well. Alright, let's skedaddle, boys and girls. Let's get this show on the road. Let's see how I can fuck this caravan up more. Morale declined. Unlucky. A scout runs up to you. There's a woman tied to a tree up ahead. Got 4 guards watching her. The strange news draws a good deal of attention from the caravan. The bound woman is ranting and spitting at the 4 guards when you arrive and ask, "What's going on here?" "This here's a witch," one guard says, "plaguing our clan, making everyone really sick. But we caught her and brought her way out here." The others nod. "She's to be tied here for 5 days without food or water, then cut loose. Been 3 days so far." "But she'll die on her own after that long with nothing to eat or drink," you say. "That's not enough," the guard responds. "But you want to set her free, we'd be bigger fools than you to get in your way. You consider what to do." Oh shit. Any thoughts, Yrsa? How do you know she's a witch? It's a good question. Everyone looks at the woman who's grinning with a toothless grin. She scratches the tree bark and calls out dead gods one by one. "If that's not enough," the guard says, "she was seen squeezing mistletoe berries into water troughs. Think I heard that makes you sick." The other guards bob their head in agreement. Any thoughts, Yrsa? Yrsa smiles and saunters towards the tied woman. She says a few quiet words to the prisoner and looks over before returning. "My suggestion," she says, "burn her and the tree to the ground." Let her go and everyone go their own way. I don't like it. This isn't our concern. We don't like it either, the guard says, but thanks for leaving us to it. As the caravan rolls by, the woman screams curses and hexes. Uh-oh. Shit! Well, I don't want a witch traveling with me. I'm gonna do another Let's Play, or not another Let's Play, I'm gonna do my own playthrough of this and see, like, what other stuff happens. Once you cross the Ormsey riverbed, the wind ceases to cut through the humid air. The darkening skies let loose its rain, and soon fat drops of water turn the dirt path to sucking mud, slowing the caravan. Cloaks are pulled overhead and children and animals are wrangled near the carts. Crazy ass bitch. Last chick I helped betrayed us immediately, so... You know, I'm not gonna fuck around with these people anymore. I was hoping to avoid visiting this part of the kingdom for at least a few more years, Prince Luden says. At least others have had the sense to abandon this cesspool. As arrogant as he sounds, he's right. There are very few signs of life around you, yet you still feel like you're being watched. A lowing of the usually quiet yaks indicates the beast's difficulty pulling the carts. You're up to your knees when a scout comes to you. Found some stone markers that led us to a few passes of solid ground over here. He points while shouting to the yaks. Uneven and bumpy, but easier than this. Stone marker? Oh, whoops. Well, guess we're doing it. Caravan changes course slowly, but you soon see the low stone markers. Some with sticks tied around them. Uh-oh. You rush back to see the boy being pulled out of the hole in one of the mounds you cross. Inside, you see blackened rat bodies buried only inches beneath the bog. You're walking across a burial ground. Get everyone moving, Ivor says. There's a chance you make it out here without anyone knowing we're here. You start urging everyone on, but feel Rugo watching you. Listen, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to know what it was, but here we are. Okay. That was not my mistake. They're all around us, shouts a man near the edge of the caravan, and we're stuck in this mud. Cragsmen have encircled you. Their leader steps forward and shouts, "There's no price but blood for crossing the land of our dead." Shouts ring out, they're preparing to attack. I'm not gonna send Triggy. Let's form a parameter. He showers and fires and form up quick as he can. Unfortunately, the Cragsmen move through the mud without hindrance, and some lives are lost for armors even ready. But a victory here will protect most of your clansmen. The whole bog seems to move with the approaching Cragsmen, Eric the Warden from Strand says. I know this sounds mad, but they're bringing battle-trained bears. If we weaken one, I can make it ours. He smiles at your confusion. Ask the governor of Strand. They're helpful in certain situations. We could lose our lives, and he wants a new pet. Sure, let's get a bear. We'll need to clear the battlefield except for one bear. Leave the rest to me. This is crazy, but okay. Battle begins with Eric smiling. I'm gonna watch him die. Watch me get this guy killed. And then I can just end my own life. Okay. Ivor, Mogar. Yeah, this is a good formation. I like this. Let's do it. Let's fuck these kids up. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of people picking on us. Holy shit, they got bears. Who goes first? Ivor? Mogar here. I want Alette and Eric way far back, and Hakan can go right there. Actually, you know what? That's good, never mind. War! Oh, I can kill this chick straight up. Boom! Fuck with me. Bitch! What? Ow. Fane bears, what's next? Oh, you're just gonna ignore me, huh? Alright, well. Let me show you why it's a mistake you're not gonna live to regret. Boom! These guys are pretty weak, actually. Oh, hello. Boom! Oh, what? They have Absorb? Maybe they're stronger than I thought. Hey! You leave her alone, you fucking dickhead. Alright, man. You asked for this. God damn it! This always happens. Out of position once and then it's all over. Oh well. She'll be fine. Now you just pissed Mogar off. I'm sending Ivor over to help Eric out. Well, you get to die, so get fucked. Leave Mogar alone, you dicks! There, weakened bear, perfect. So bears can have the entirety of their armor absorb a blow for them, huh? That's interesting. That's pretty interesting. I like that. Hi, have you met my friend Gunnulf? Now you have. Now you have a sword in your brain. How's that feel? I let poor Alette get shit on again. I really gotta, like, work better. I always get my archers killed because they're just so fragile and the AI moves way better than they think it can. Dude, we're gonna get a sweet bear in our party. This is always worth it. What am I supposed to do? Now, this bear can't really do any damage, so... Capture bear. Apparently you capture a bear by slashing its throat. Injury 6. +2 leadership. We defended the lives of 54 clansmen. Listen, guys, I didn't know these were the corpses of your friends, but at the end of the day, I don't fucking care. 'Cause fuck with me, and that's what happens.
Baldringer's flame welcomes endless war. But why?
Fuck with me, you get a foot in your ass. I can't sing the entirety of an NWA song. I'll look like a fucking idiot. 'Cause I am whiter than cream cheese. Even now, the petrified flames ward off our Varl friends. Hey man, leave our Varl alone. They're good people. Brandada. Let's just stop here. Oh, whoops. I gotta click stuff now. Placed up upside down in the ground, the petrified roots of a giant tree reach towards the sky. All the Varl, including Ivar and Hakan, have separated from the caravan temporarily, giving Baldringer's Godstone a wide berth. The giant's presence is missed as you continue to fill watch. Leo, what do you know about the Baldringer? Not much, but enough, the Skald says. These flames symbolize Baldringer's love of fire and war, the first being a means to the second. When the Varl were dominating humans in the first great conflict, it was Baldringer who gave the losing side fire to combat the giants. You hold up your hand to halt the storyteller, listening through the rain for anything that would be following you. Hearing nothing, Leo resumes, holding the gaze of his audience. Humans praise Baldringer for the gift of fire, but the god only desired for more war. He points toward the distant shape of the Varl. When the giants and humans found peace, this godstone fell from grace. It looks to continue to keep the land scorched. Perhaps a shadow can still kill. Let's get out of here. Something about this uncomfortable rainy setting doesn't sit well with you, and you call for everyone to rejoin the Varl quickly. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable being here. Considering we just got ambushed by a bunch of monkeys, man. A bunch of mud people. Gross. Jumping out of the mud at us. It's like putties from Power Rangers, man. Alright, we're about to make it to Grundar. Rain finally ceases, but the wind picks up. You squint into the gusts and have a clear view of the vast plains ahead. Doesn't seem to be much out there, Ivar says. His tone conveys wonder and concern in equal measure. I like how there's no animation here, so it looks like we're just kind of gliding along the ground. But that's fine, I mean, I don't expect 100% everywhere. The ground shakes again, enough to cause the ox to strain into their leads in panic. Out here in the plains with nothing but open sky above, you feel remarkably vulnerable. Only a few trees around and no mountains, Hakan says in a wiry tone. Looks like we only have to worry about the ground opening up beneath us. He shrugs at the look you give him.
Grundar almost looks forgotten by the rest of the world. Maybe those who live here have forgotten the rest of us too.
I mean, hopefully. I don't know what's going on here. In a field just outside Grundar, the caravan spots several creatures you assumed were myth. I don't believe it. Are those... 2 horseborn hold simple bronze weapons and stand guard over a few others who look wounded, unable to rise. The size of the caravan makes them nervous. I have to get a closer look. I don't think that's a good idea. The archer looks at you and grins, then stay where you are. Oddly walks slowly towards strangers and you follow, showing no signs of aggression. Oh shit. Centaurs! They study you but continue glancing around at the caravan, occasionally swishing their tails and tamping the ground with their hooves. I'm Oddleaf, this is Alette. We're here to help if you'd like. The male tail swishes. Holy shit, they look really different compared to the human models. Holy shit. Like, just by face alone, I mean. You help? Scathach! His voice sounds strained, and his mouth moves uncomfortably around the foreign words. Yes, help. Oddleaf steps aside as you wait for Ivan for help. The female looks agitated and speaks in a long stream of consonants. The male responds to her, then turns to you. Help Roik and others. I'll try. This certainly is a first. Look how cool his beard got after he strained himself saving our asses. The standing horseborn step aside, allowing Ivan to approach the wounded fighters. Anywhere I can go where there's not immediately a violent fight. With Ivan and Juno tending to the wounded Roik and other horseborn, the caravan settles down outside the scant town of Grundar. It appears the town is enjoying a small festival. Quite a few clansmen go over the hill to enjoy the sights and sounds, but soon return looking disappointed. They call us outsiders, a woman says. They don't want us to interrupt their wheat harvesting festival, but the merchants don't seem to mind trading. The clansmen soon shrug it off and take a renewed interest in the horseborn, some and all, others in disgust. Why isn't an orgy happening right now? The blonde axeman, one of the two twins from a small village near Skogir, is chopping into a fallen tree for no apparent reason. His swing looks dangerous. Hogan? Everything okay? He glares at you. Where's your brother Mogan? He left with the ravens, wondering if I should have done the same. Why's that? I followed your father a long way, and now you. And for what? My brother's gone, my wife and children are frightened of everything around them, including me. I tell them this constant fighting is only for a time, but it's changing me. I see it in their eyes, in my own reflection. I thought I was doing it to protect them, but if they think I'm a monster, what's the point? They'll appreciate what you're doing someday. Maybe you should hang up your shield and axe. I don't know. My wife said she needs a man who will hold her more than his axe. I think she might leave me. I'm not really sure where she'd go, but that's none of my business. Just tell me this caravan will fall apart without me fighting in the shield wall, and I'll stay armed. Be with your family, man. It's okay. Hogan sighs with relief and nods. I'll still be around, but I'll be busy playing with my kids. Thanks, Slet, and be safe when you're fighting. I think I just lost him as a fighter, but that's okay. Dude should be with his family, plus I have no use for him. Let's just be honest. My entire line is just Varl. Because they shit-wreck harder than anything. Thank. You glance at Ubin, who snorts and smiles. Skathak is thanking you for helping his friend Roek. Deirdre, the other one, but she's not in a talking with Varl and humans mood. Holy shit, I'm gonna massacre these names. This is worse than me trying to pronounce Asian names. You're welcome. I'd like you to meet Hakan. Skathak's tail swats his flanks, and he bows his head towards Hakan. Varl, Mans, same herd? No, but we're no longer enemies. I haven't seen Horseborn in centuries. Last I knew, humans and Varls were at each other's throats. What brings you so far north? What happened to Roek? How do you know our language? What brings you so far north, man? Skathak looks confused by the question, so Ubin shows him the map, pointing Dowland and Grundar. Food. Our plains break. Hakan snorts. Might be justice. Didn't they kill all the horses, Scrivener? What? His ancestors did, yes, but blaming folks for things that happened hundreds of years before they were alive? It's a good point. You may as well accuse these humans around us of starting the Great Wars. What happened to Roech? Brave fighter, protect food, hit many times. Hit? Who was attacking? Skathak says many things in his other language. Trig Kanthe? Oh god. When presented with foreign things, I talk like an idiot. His eyes go wide and he stomps the ground before pointing west. You look at Ubin. Don't have a clue, but clearly not a friend. What's the people here in Grundar? Skathak looks where Hakan is pointing. He shakes his head and points west again. The Varl King eyes Skathak suspiciously. How do you know our language? It's probably just Dredge. Skathak just stares at you. You talk like us. Where'd you learn? You talk funny, Nash. Where you from? Lots of different places. Heard little trade with Mans and Mud. I think he means our bog friends, the Cragsmen. Have you found the food you were seeking? Enough for time, my guess. 2 others take to herd in south. His hoofs scuff the ground during certain words. Just those 2? What about you and the couple? Skathak, Roek, Deirdre stay. This herd helped. We helped this herd. Thank you. Skathak nods in a movement that uses most of his upper body. Man, Varl, horseborn. Same herd. Funny. Ubin chuckles and you smile while Hakan shakes his head and walks away. Well, they're not yellow and blue, so I think we'll be okay for now. I gotta rest for fucking poor Alette, who I keep getting murdered in fights. But as for now, I'm gonna end this part here. Going on long enough, got a good fight in. Met some horse people, that's cool. Anyway, I'm Hayes Manticore. As always, thanks for watching so much if you are. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying. Leave a comment if you're enjoying or if you hate me. Whatever your decision is. Thank you. See you in the next part. Goodbye.